So the vocal cord parasites that have infected Mother Base. They're ethnic cleansers designed to silence those who don't fit into Skullface's worldview. We can't allow him to have such power. Go over the mission details and get going ASAP.
Jo Leute, da sind wir auch wieder. Ein Tagesbonus? Heute schon mal gekriegt. Ja Leute, in der letzten Folge haben wir den Opi rausgeholt, der uns jetzt über die Krankheit informiert hat. Und jetzt wurden wir gerade von so einem Nebel angegriffen. Ja, und diesen Nebel müssen wir jetzt aufhalten. So, ich weiß schon einfach, was kommt. Das war nämlich eine Stelle, als ich das erste Mal gespielt habe. Hatte mich haarmehr angekotzt. War total auf Verzweiflung gewesen. Deswegen rüste ich mich jetzt gleich schon mal ordentlich aus. Nehmen wir die. Waffe. Ich brauche jetzt echt Kram, der Damage macht. Oh nee, das geht doch. Ich will das Taxis.
Out ahead! It's them.
Schön anschlagen.
Can you hear me? Are you okay?
Ganz Heli ist verrostet. Nein.
It looks like you're surrounded by mist. The support chopper can't get close to your position right now.
It's a quiet.
Hurry! They are coming!
Das sieht so ruppig aus. Gasfrei. Der knurrt aber.
We are their quarry.
So that misses their work. We won't be able to send in a for now. Boss, you need to eliminate the skulls. We cannot lose Code Talker.
Scheiße!
Boss, come in. Boss?
Skulls. So that misses their work. We won't be able to send in another for now. Boss, you need to eliminate the skulls. We cannot lose Code Talker.
Scheiße! Ich sag doch, ich hasse diesen Kampf.
Snake, talk to me! Snake! Snake!
Skulls. So that misses their work. We won't be able to send in another chopper for now. Boss, you need to eliminate the skulls. We cannot lose Code Talker.
Natürlich ist hier eine Wand. Komm, komm, komm. Komm schon,
Get Code
wir
Talker to
haben
the LZ and wait there.
This is P-Squad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is P-Squad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Rohstoffe nämlich alle.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. You gotta extract him.
kaufe ich das einmal hier. Okay. Ach, da ist noch einer.
He's coming too. Roger that. Get in, boss. All right, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh?
Skullface is no longer in Africa. The nuclear test was a success. Now they turned their knives on me.
Satellites didn't read any test. Neither did seismometers.
The detonation test took place 5 years ago in the southern Indian Ocean. The final test was the opposite, to prevent detonation.
You mean?
Taco.
Skullface plans to sell nuclear weapons that he retains control of.
It's not like hawking small arms to militias.
Indeed. He plans to avoid detection by exporting minerals containing tiny amounts of uranium in the form of metallic archaea. Once on site, the metallic archaea enrich the uranium and weaponize it. Loaded onto all-terrain bipedal machines. They ensure any country, armed group, even the smallest terrorist cell, can become a nuclear power.
Bipedal. So that's why they needed Huey.
A nuke business to replace the arms business. And Skullface owns the market.
The very atmosphere of nukes, anywhere and everywhere. Deterrence on all sides.
So that's why he ran a non-detonation test.
Yes. Another metallic archaea instantly overrides the criticality generator. A fail-safe only he controls. Any such weapon can be deactivated whenever he chooses, regardless of who owns it or their intent to use it.
Nukes. Controlled by a man, not a country.
If they proliferate, conventional nukes lose all value. Political, military, and economic. The two superpowers become powerless.
The R&D and medical teams have come up with a proposal for a new suit that applies Code Talker's research, the Parasite suit. Apparently, it can recreate some of the Skull's unusual abilities. But in order to use those abilities, it needs parasites. If you want to wear this suit, you're going to need to get a hold of parasites by extracting skulls.
Ach, jetzt darf ich sie rausholen. Ja, danke.
need to stop the epidemic at Mother Base.
About the pathogen spreading through Mother Base, what's your opinion?
Textbook symptoms of vocal cord parasite infestation. And judging from this casualty list, it is the Kikongo strain. Meaning, a breed of parasite that triggers symptoms upon detecting pronunciation specific to Kikongo.
So how do we keep them from becoming symptomatic?
Use this. A type of Wolbachia. Introduced to a sample of the parasite. A parasitic bacteria that colonizes the parasites, turning male to female and preventing copulation. We must cultivate more.
Thanks to Code Talker, we've managed to put a stop to any new vocal cord parasite infections. We couldn't save those already symptomatic, but everyone who survived has been released from the quarantine platform. Skullface will pay for this.
Dum dum dum.
Again with the truth serum?
What are those legs made of? Titanium? All the way to the femur.
Metallic archaea.
Sahelanthropus. Where is it?
What?
We have to know before his plan is complete. Sahelanthropus is the final piece.
What are you talking about?
If the Soviets break out a mobile, controllable nuclear weapon, East-West relations will be right back at the Cuban Missile Crisis.
The Cold War returns to life. As countries without nuclear arsenals line up for what Skullface is selling. Nuclear weapons proliferate overnight. And on the brink of annihilation, the world maintains its balance.
But we know this is all just a shield, a ruse.
The cleansing parasites are what matter most. A WMD to eclipse even nukes, and the only one that can still be used. Skullface is the world's greatest threat, and Zero's. The pieces are in place. All that remains is to unveil Sahelanthropus in Afghanistan.
They can't activate it without me. Okay, B-Zero. Sahelanthropus is beyond the Soviet base camp, in a lab built by the Soviet philosophers. That's what you're looking for. But I have no idea how he's controlling it. It wasn't designed to accommodate a human pilot.
Taco.
No! No! Wait!
We got word from Afghanistan. Everyone at the Soviet base camp's dead. No sign of fighting. Parasites. Skullface's men then headed north. The target is OKB-0. That's where he'll activate Sahelanthropus. Unless we stop him, he'll go down in history a conquering victor. We can't let that happen. Wipe him out. Don't leave any trace of his existence.
I'm gonna need backup on this one.
You'll rendezvous on site.
Dum dum dum.
Boss, about Eli. No matter how many times we talk to him, he just won't listen. He sees everything in terms of victory or defeat and still won't accept that you beat him. We're gonna have to put him in his place. Again. If you don't mind, come back to Mother Base and go another round with him.
Ja Leute, bevor wir jetzt aber mit der Story weitermachen, müssen wir jetzt erstmal ganz viel Nebenquests erledigen. Da stelle ich jetzt ja unsere Motherbase, was wieder geht's. Ich will ja mal kurz durchs Personal gehen. Eigentlich sollte jetzt die Epidemie im Griff sein und wir können uns wieder um ein bisschen was anderes kümmern. Ja, echt scheiße. Ich habe so viele Leute verloren. Klicken wir mal kurz durch die Kassetten.
Look closely. Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were... The Wolbachia. Your Wolbach. South Africa.
Emmerich uses externally powered legs of his own design. It's Bionics technology, a product of the U.S. military's failed attempt to develop a powered
Können wir
exoskeleton.
jetzt auch wieder Leute
All the
entsenden.
wearer has
Ganz
to do is
wichtig.
apply a little force, and the actuators continue the movement in that direction. But his legs are unique. Instead of using a hydraulic mechanism, the actuators run off metallic archaea. That increases the actuator's reaction speed and also enables him to lock and release the joints at will. The legs are a nifty little gadget, but they have two clear weaknesses. First, they're dependent on external power, maybe because he built them knowing he couldn't leave his lab. There's no internal battery. That's why they won't work if they aren't plugged in. Second, and this is more than just a weakness, the legs are directly connected to his bones. Could be to minimize signal loss and the order's output to the legs and the drive response from them. Either way, Emmerich has used bolts to attach load-bearing parts directly to
Wie
his
schaffen die
femurs,
das?
probably by mimicking surgical treatment for compound fractures and the like. But the end result is those legs and his body are fused together. And that appears to be how he's able to move them so precisely. But that also means that any shock to the legs would be delivered right to his bones by way of those bolts. The same is true if he encounters the corrosive metallic archaea. If the corrosive archaea ate into the exposed bolts, they'd reach the endoskeleton parts and eat through them too in the blink of an eye. The doctor's bones are full of holes to accommodate
Quote
all the
gefällt mir
bolts.
nicht.
They're like sponges. If he were to lose the reinforcing parts, even the tiniest bit of force or weight would snap his bones. So when I dangled those corrosive metallic archaea in front of him, he realized straight away what would happen. Life wouldn't be worth living if he lost those legs of his. I'd bet that is what the doctor fears the most. I just helped him imagine what it would be like.
Machen wir erstmal die
Thanks to that, I got the
Herausforderung.
information we needed without either of us getting hurt.
Hallo, Diamant. Da ist noch einer. Hoppala. So, wo müssen wir jetzt hin? Ach, der kommt hier rum. Ja, wo bist du? Ja, komm. Jetzt sammel sie doch ein. Mensch. Geht doch.
Has that rat finally accepted that he lost? Hopefully now he'll be a bit more obedient. Roger.
Ja. Ich würde sagen, machen wir aber jetzt einen Schnitt oder sehen wir uns gleich in den Nebenbeziehungen wieder. Haut rein!